Now what are we, 4 dozen cupcakes now?
3 dozen. But anyway, I'll get them. We'll meet somewhere and eat cupcakes and drink coffee and chit-chat. This will be good. Let me, she just sent me back another message how we can get together for me to pick them up. Let me answer her, and then I'll be right back. It won't take but a minute.
All right, so we're talking 4 dozen cupcakes and trying to figure out how much insulin that we need to sprinkle on top of the cupcakes to make all that work out.
Jim, you say you've been working a little HF this morning?
Oh, I've been trying to, but boy, I just cannot stay awake. I just, and it's, I got it onto one. I guess the guy was doing a net somewhere, Egypt somewhere, and I couldn't even copy him. To begin with, I heard somebody back underneath the, man, what did I say? I heard somebody back underneath there, you know, noise-wise, and turned out to be this guy that was trying to do a net. I said, excuse me, I can't even hear you. I'm amazed you can hear me, Roger, Roger.
See, that location you give me, that's just a little south of Cairo, right?
Yeah, I don't want to go there. Oh, wow. I better get them cupcakes and get me some more coffee going.
Roger on that there. Well, we were running our local net there last night there, up here in Scott County there, and I was net control there yesterday evening, and believe it or not there, the band opened up there, and just an FYI there, boy, I mean, it just popped right open there, so I got done with the net there, and jumped on down there around 144-200 there on the upper side band, and boy, I tell you, Alabama was just banging in up here in the southern Indiana there. I didn't... I had a great-granddaughter over there with my wife. We were babysitting there, so I didn't get an opportunity to jump in there. But, boy, you talk about a heck of a band opening there.
Roger, Roger. What kind of antenna did you have to pull around on them?
Well, I've got that 13B2, Cushcraft 13B2. It's a 13-element there. I had it horizontal there. I've got up on top of the tower there. It's, I'd say that, let's see, the tower's about 67 feet there, and then up the mast there, Probably right around 72 feet there is where the antenna is located.
Oh, Roger, Roger. That's almost perfect there. The only thing better would be another 100 feet or so.
That's about getting back to that little lady there was doing the cupcakes there. I'd have to call the zoning board to be able to do that, so that'd be one more government regulation, huh?
Roger. Well, you know your neighbors get a little paranoid when you top 200 feet on your tower.
Yeah, I put mine, that's 67-foot tower there. I've got 7 sections there, and I, of course, got 3. I put first 10 foot, I put down 3 foot in the ground there. But, yeah, the neighbor come over there when I was putting that up here several years ago there, and was, of course, he was, who you want to try and contact, somebody in China? I said, well, that'd be a nice QSO.
Yeah, on VHF, man, that would be, that would be one of them door prizes for sure. Furthest I've gotten on VHF is Mount Mitchell, about a little over 400 miles, and just last night I made Mount Mitchell, but it was like 3 lights, and I was headed for dinner, and I said I'll have to catch you guys later. I can't believe I walked out on a QSO at Mount Mitchell. I've been there about 9 times, and you know, I guess that would be 10 for about 30 seconds, Roger.
Where's that located at Mount Mitchell there? That sounds familiar there, but I'm not putting a handle on it.
Right, it's just a little bit off from Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, that was a nice little hop there. Well, I tell you what, that's the worst thing about the daggone VHF area. You just never know. You can't, you really can't prepare to do anything with it there. When it happens there. And if you're in a position, you're fine. If you're not, you've just missed out.
Roger, yeah, I do pretty regular down to London, Kentucky. It's about 120 miles, 130, and then Cross Mountain and the Follett. That's about 240. I do those probably about once a week or so. But that Mount Mitchell doesn't come along too often, Roger.
That's a sweet opening when it happens there for sure there. Well, how many miles is that down there at Mount Mitchell?
Mount Mitchell for me is just a little over 400 miles.
That is a great trip there. Yeah, I was listening to those guys here just for a few moments there before I went back into the family room there with the wife and the baby there, and yeah, I heard the guy putting his call out there, and he had a 4 call there, and I heard him mention Alabama. Boy, I tell you what, I was just chomping at the bit there, but it had already been in the daggone radio room there for about an hour and a half there, and had promised the wife there I'd help her babysit the baby there, and you talk about a torn between two scenarios there.
Roger. Well, when I got this GP9, I was thinking, oh boy, that's going to be something, because you can't really differentiate with an Omni, but the only way to run a GP9 is just to say la vie, whatever is, and you're not going anywhere specific, but everywhere in general. So when any kind of skip's rolling, I've probably got 5 or 6 repeaters on the same frequency.
Yes, indeed, no doubt about it there. Jim, I'm going to have to leave you here, and JR is probably back from his communication there with the cupcake lady, so I'll let you guys go here. I've got to make a stop here, and as they say, jump out of the vehicle here and do a little checking out on some stuff here, so maybe catch you guys in here a little bit later there. Good luck on the QSOs there in the future there. I hope it all works out. Take care, my friend. Have a good rest of your morning. JR, if you're back here, 7-3 to you guys as well. WR9G Mobile.
Roger, Steve. 3's that away, sir. Enjoy the morning, and we'll maybe be in here contemplating cupcakes later on. 3's KC9VKV. JR, how's the negotiations going?
Well, we can't do it today because today's their anniversary, and her husband are getting ready to go somewhere for an anniversary rendezvous, I guess. Her in-laws taking the kids, and I'm pretty sure her and her husband don't get much of a chance to do that. So today and tonight's out of the question. But she said, I will let you know. She's excited about it. She said, I will let you know as soon as possible. She said, according to her thingy, she wants to look at her calendar, and she'll give me a date and time and a place. So this is going to work out well.
Roger. Well, it gives you something to look forward to there and contemplate now. Just how much insulin would it take to offset all those cupcakes?
If I don't eat more than 4, probably 10 units on me, but then I take metformin on the side, so I'm not real sure what it would take for the rest of it. We just have to sit there keep injecting until we get the numbers down.
Yeah, dial a number.
Seen this thing on YouTube, and I know YouTube is not a good place to get any information, right or wrong, but this is a video from a cop's. They got them little private cameras on them now. He actually puts, this is in South Carolina, or North Carolina, he actually puts a 9-year-old boy in handcuffs and explains to him it's for his own protection. Could you imagine? I mean, just stop and think. Can you imagine how traumatizing that would be to a 9-year-old boy who probably hasn't done anything of any bad in his life. But can you imagine being put in handcuffs by a big old nasty looking cop? Jesus. What is wrong with people?
JR, most 9-year-olds are axe murderers.
Must be in North Carolina, because this little boy looks like he's not even a big 9-year-old. I mean, a little skinny boy, you know. And this cop put him in handcuffs, and you hear him telling the boy, now this is just for your protection and mine. Let me tell you something. If you need protection from a 9-year-old boy, there ain't no help for you.
Listen here, most 9-year-olds I know, if that cop handcuffed that kid, you know, with his hands in back of him, that 9-year-old in about 15 seconds would have those handcuffs in front of him, beating the heck out of the cop with the handcuffs.
You know what? He should. But really, how hard can a 9-year-old boy hit?
Well, I'll tell you, man, 9-year-olds today aren't like 9-year-olds used to be. Nine-year-olds today are 9-year-olds going on 28.
Yeah, but they ain't built like a 28. They're built like a 9 years old. I kept thinking, this can't be true. This can't. This is fake something. I watched that video 3 times. You see the lights flashing in the background. You see this little boy getting ready to cry. I watched this thing 3 times. So I kind of do believe this came from a police officer's camera. You know, they got to wear that little camera on them now. And, you know, if I was a cop on that police department, I believe I'd catch that other cop in the locker room, and I'd let him know just what I thought of him. For first of all, embarrassing our police department to this extent, and then for not having any consideration for the mental thing of this little boy, because he was fighting back in tears, but you can see he's wanting to cry.
Roger. Well, it might be lapse in judgment on the officer's part, but usually when they determine that they're going to put somebody in handcuffs, there is a justifying reason there, you know, a consideration of them wanting to go home in one piece at the end of their shift. But if it was a vindictive and you know, the kid was 3 foot tall and maybe it might be a little excessive, Roger.
About 3 years tall, about 3 foot tall, and I'm sure he weighed every bit of 48 pounds, and legs were about as big around as my thumb. You have to see this to believe it. You know, I mean, a 13, 14-year-old boy in a ghetto or a known gangbanger, you know, okay, I understand it. Don't blame him. There's nobody else around. Now, you don't get a good view of the neighborhood, but it don't look bad. But still, you know, and whatever he done, all you got to do is take him home and tell his mom. She'll handle it. I don't know. I'm starting to lose faith in the human race altogether.
Well, gosh, I don't know what to say. I don't know what the options are, JR. KC9VKV, what would be options to the human race? I can't imagine.
Well, I know if I was on that police department with that guy, I would not waste an opportunity to ridicule him unbelievably. You know, I'd bring him in a pink apron and tell him that Walmart's hiring, they're needing a new icy guy.
Needing a new front door greeter. Hey, what do you think they call that clip on YouTube? Cop handcuffs kid?
Well, I done cleared it all out. If you'll wait a second, I'll pull it back up.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, I think I got it. Kid's got a red sweater on.
Media takeouts video. MEDIATAKEOUT video.
Yeah, I just went to YouTube. Kid's got a red sweater on.
I've got a red sweater with a Nike check mark on the front of it.
Yeah, I just went to YouTube, pulled it up, and that went from Kentucky. That incident was in Kentucky, Roger. A Kentucky sheriff did that, and that was on one of the network morning shows. I'm not sure if it was this morning, but that's where it was introed from.
Says here, South Carolina police officer arrests 9-year-old African-American boy for illegally playing outside. I don't know how you illegally play outside, but that's what it says.
Roger, Roger. Check one on YouTube called Kentucky Sheriff Handcuffs 9-year-old.
Okay, I'm on YouTube. Let me, what do I want to search? What do I want to type in?
Kentucky Sheriff Handcuffs 9-year-old.
Got 9-year-old boy with autism got arrested. But it's not the same boy.
That's the one. The kid's in the schoolroom. He's ADT or whatever the problem is. Autism. That's the one. Check it out.
That's completely different than what I'm talking about. I don't blame his dad. I'd sue him too.
Roger. Well, was the Kentucky one as good as the one that you had?
No, Lord says, let me rephrase that. It's as drama, ridiculous as the one I had, but, the boy got autism. Good Lord.
Roger, Roger. Well, I have to look up. You say yours was South Carolina?
South Carolina. I'm looking for it now. It's on media. Just type in media takeouts. It's all one word. Media takeouts video.
Right, but that's on what, Facebook or something?
Yeah, mine was on Facebook. That's where I picked it up from, but that's got to be a YouTube video. I mean, yeah. Let me keep scrolling here. I'll find it.
Yeah, Media Takeout's not going to be the reference name for the YouTube video for sure. That's a Facebook reference.
Okay, can you get on Facebook?
No, I don't do them things, you know.
But anyway, you're seeing what I saw.
Yeah, Roger. Now, I don't know that he arrested him. I haven't gone that far into it, but he did put the cuffs on him while he was talking to him. So I have to check that out further, Roger.
There's in the headline here that he did arrest 9-year-old for playing with a BB gun.
Roger, Roger. Well, sometimes, you know, the headlines, they see the kid in handcuffs and they say, ah, he was arrested. But, you know, just because you're in handcuffs doesn't mean you're arrested. You're detained for the beginning of it. Whether they decide to take you on downtown or not is another story. But they do detain quite often folks that they talk to on the roadways. Anyway, I got to get me a cup of coffee for sure. I'll be back.
Alrighty. I'm actually seeing more of the video than I saw on Facebook, so I'm watching it.
Yeah, Roger.